Blessed is the King who comes in the name of the Lord. Peace in heaven and glory in the highest heaven. Jesus is riding on a donkey on the path from the Mount of Olives as his disciples walk joyously ahead, laying their cloaks before him and waving palm and olive branches. We too join the joyful ragtag procession of Jesus' disciples and enter Jerusalem from the eastern gate of the holy city into the sacred events about to unfold, the journey of Holy Week. The entrance into Jerusalem by Jesus and his disciples stands in stark contrast to the imperial procession of rank upon rank of highly trained professional Roman soldiers in perfect formation, led by a hardened military commander on a powerful war horse, which is entering Jerusalem from the west. In Luke's gospel, Jesus enters with a ragtag group of disciples. They are fishermen, tax collectors, and harlots, the blind, crippled, and demoniacs. Their cloaks are tattered shawls and sweat-stained rags. They are the ones who have personally experienced the redeeming power of Jesus through his compassion, love, mercy, healing, and teaching. This is a crowd of witnesses to God's saving power at work in the world, ones who have great hope that the world is about to change. It is a moment of fragile possibility that will have turns and twists never expected. Each event poses a challenge between worldly and heavenly power, darkness and light, violence and healing, contempt and love. Judas betrays Jesus with a kiss. Another disciple impulsively, in frustration, lashes out with a sword, cutting off the ear of the high priest's servant. Jesus' response is immediate. No more of this. The kingdom of heaven will not be advanced by violence. And he reaches out to touch and heal. It is a struggle between human intention and divine purpose, playing out in the events of the week. The disciples struggle with their failure to deliver Jesus from his time of trial. Yet if we look back just before today's gospel reading begins, we understand that Jesus prayed for God's will to be done. If the disciples had succeeded, God's will would not have been realized. The story continues as Jesus predicts Simon Peter's denial. Then 3 times Simon Peter denies knowing Jesus, to his own horror. In the face of possible persecution, guilt by association, he succumbs to self-preservation. Then Pilate, in his own act of political survival, tries 3 times to free Jesus, but a crowd of elders in the courtyard demand Jesus' crucifixion. Pilate attempts to be free of the situation by sending Jesus to Herod. And Herod, finding no fault with Jesus, returns him to Pilate. And then Pilate has Jesus beaten, only for the crowd to demand more. He asks the crowd to free Jesus, yet their hearts are hardened, and they will not be satisfied, and demand Barabbas' release and Jesus' death. Jesus' fate is sealed, or so it seems. The story once again unfolds through the events of Holy Week. Come hear the stories with fresh ears. Feel your body move through the different liturgies of this Holy Week and notice, just notice, where you find yourself or where you encounter Jesus, how the experience unfolds Amen.